Hello there, everyone. How are you guys doing? Welcome back. And I hope you had a good week so far. I thought today, since we are approaching towards weekend a little bit, how about I don't teach you something that requires a lot of thinking power to, understand? Because day before yesterday, I taught you guys about the biochemical process of glycolysis. We did two classes for that, and we discussed 5 steps in the first one and 5 steps in the second one. So today I thought, how about we revisit some of the concepts that you have learned in very, very young classes, such as seventh, eighth, and ninth. Now, this class today is going to be a blessing for seventh standard students because you have an entire chapter that is named after the same title, Nutrition in Animal. Whereas for sixth and eighth standard, this is still going to be beneficial. Sixth, you can definitely learn more from this and prepare yourself for seventh. Eighth, this will be a good revision of your knowledge that you have learned from seventh as well. So how about we get into it? My name is Sajid Das. Welcome to our YouTube session of ODA class. We take live classes as well, by the way, but you can't take the live classes on YouTube. उसके लिए आपको हमारे ऐप में जाना पड़ेगा. What just happened? Give it a second. It will come back. Okay. So when it comes to our application, it has one of the best things. Okay, you just follow my silhouette for this one. When it comes to our application, you can learn live in this one. So live means आप टीचर से बात कर सकते हो. You can ask them questions. They can solve it immediately in the classroom itself. आपको quizzes attempt करने को मिलेंगे, rewards, awards, so much more. And you can try all of this in our application. So how about you go and, oops, download the app. You're definitely going to enjoy it. Now, if you enjoy the YouTube session and the free classes that we take in the app, absolutely join for our 1 week crash course. Crash course is one of our best courses, by the way, and we do this every Monday. We take a crash course batch every Monday. So starting from Monday till Saturday, for 6 days, you will be studying with us with all our features. In our free classes, also some features are not there. Around 10-15 features are not there in free class. And YouTube में तो एक भी नहीं है. You can't experience at all. Only learning part you can experience. So once you like our classes, absolutely go for the crash course. If you have been looking for a way to learn from home without all this COVID issue and all, this is your opportunity. Go check out the course. You're going to love it. You can also get a scholarship in which your course fee will go down from 499 to any of these prices based on which class you're in. Okay. Now, talking about the crash course, this is a 1 week course. You will be studying science, math, and English with us. You will also have the help of a personal teacher who is a doubt expert. They will help you make better decisions about school projects. They will also help you with your doubts and general guidance. कैसे improve करना चाहिए, कौन से subject में आप weak हो, कैसे उस subject में आपको improve करना easy होगा. Everything will be taken care by your personal teacher. So you will be taken care by multiple teachers in these courses. Not only that, you will get homework, test, and ebooks that are very expensive offline, all for free directly in the ODA app. So go check it out. I'll tell you how you can get the scholarship directly from the this YouTube video itself. So stay tuned. पूरा टॉपिक पढ़ते हैं पहले फिर हम जाके सीखेंगे दूसरी चीज के बारे में ओके सो माय नेम इज सौजित दास SOURAJIT बट थोड़ा डिफिकल्ट हो जाता है प्रोनाउंसिएशन इसलिए आप हमको बोल सकते हैं जीत सर ओके you can call me Jeet sir if you like and I've been teaching biology for 7+ years actually and I love teaching this subject because this is the only subject जहाँ पर universe is studying itself imagine कर लो आप if you guys were not there if I was not there intelligent species living being कौन पढ़ता फिजिक्स कौन पढ़ता मैथ्स कौन कौन पढ़ता ट्रायंगल के अंदर के सारे एंगल्स मिलके 180 डिग्री होता है कोई नहीं पढ़ता ना दैट्स द रीजन व्हाई biology is very important it's the science of living beings and if there were no living beings I wouldn't be able to produce 50 plus ranks as well for 10th and 12th standards so how about I help you out something with today's class as well today as we already know we are going to talk about nutrition in animals this is a blessing for 7th standard kids so this video is going to be there on YouTube forever. I'm hoping. कभी भी देखो, मजे करो, revise करो. Okay, I'll give you some questions from this chapter also at the end, so stay tuned. निकलने का नहीं फट करके, ठीक है? When it comes to nutrition in animals, first thing we need to learn is what is nutrition. Because this nutrition part, no, it will come to every class. You will start learning about food and nutrition from fifth standard in a chapter called Tasting to Digesting. Then you will learn about it again in sixth standard in two chapters called Sources of Food, Components of Food. Then again you will learn about it in seventh standard in two different chapters, Nutrition in Animal, Nutrition in Plants. And then again in eighth standard also, Crop Production and Management. In ninth standard also, Development in Food Resources. In 10th standard also, under the unit Life Processes, you will learn about nutrition and digestive system. This is a very important topic. You can score 3 to 5 marks in your final exam if this chapter is there. Okay, so let's get on with it. First thing we need to learn about here is the different modes of nutrition that we have. What is nutrition and what are the different modes of nutrition? Nutrition, if I go by the definition of nutrition, nutrition basically is the process of us acquiring food, consuming it, and processing it in our body. ठीक है. Now I could have eaten anything. पत्थर से लेके प्लास्टिक तक सब खा सकते हैं. But will I survive after eating it? No, right? Because my body doesn't know how to break down stones or plastic and take nutrients out of it. So everything cannot be consumed. You can only consume things that support your nutritional process. What is nutrition? Eating food and processing it in your body so you can absorb nutrients and energy producing content from it. Now, if I go by generalization, there are two types of living beings only in this entire planet. Okay, sorry, on this entire planet. One that produces their own food, which are called autotrophs, as you know them already, are very good friends, best friends, plants, and certain types of cyanobacteria and all. Okay. On the other hand, we have the heterotrophs. Heterotrophs, they do not produce their own food. ये लोगों को photosynthesis नहीं होता है. They're like, इनको photosynthesis करने से पहले मौत आ जाएगी. They cannot do photosynthesis. They only consume whatever has been prepared by autotrophs directly or indirectly. So remember this part, okay? What are heterotrophs? The term heterotroph basically means different nutrition. The word troph comes from troph means into nutrition. Hetero means different, different nutrition. Autotrophs, automatic nutrition. So heterotrophs are the organisms that are directly or indirectly consuming autotroph. They include all the animals that you see, even the decomposers who break down the dead bodies of plant and animal. Okay. Now, this question should come in your mind, sir, how directly or indirectly autotrophs are consuming, sorry, heterotrophs are consuming autotrophs. There is a reason why we call them, consumers or heterotrophs or consumers. So let's get on to that part. Now uh, this one. Okay, yes. Let's talk about this first and then we will understand. We'll go back to the other slides. Okay. So when it comes to the flow of nutrition in any ecosystem that you can come across in the entire world, this is how it is going to be. This is the food chain that everybody follows here. Okay. When it comes to the food chain, there are two types of people. These are the producers, basically the autotrophs who make up the base of the food chain. And then you have the consumers. There are three different types of consumers, as you can see right here. And all of them are sitting on top of autotrophs. That's how they directly or indirectly consume food. For example, herbivores directly consume autotrophs. Carnivores consume herbivores who consume autotroph. So indirectly, they are consuming autotrophs only. No, if autotrophs were not there, herbivores will not be there. कोई भी नहीं होगा. Then carnivores also will not have anything to eat. That is why, in the definition I told you, that directly or indirectly, they are all consuming autotrophs. Now, when it comes to this heterotrophic nutrition, it is slightly different from autotrophic nutrition. How? Let's talk about it. When it comes to heterotrophs, they carry out the 5 steps of nutrition that we usually discuss about. Whenever you study in books also, no, we will always talk about 5 steps of nutrition. के 5 steps होते हैं. First is consume. Okay, first is consume, which you're doing right here with your mouth. That's the first step. Okay. Then you have digest. Digestion starts from your mouth, of course. Can I change the color? Yes. Digestion starts from your mouth and goes on till your stomach and a part of your small intestine as well. That is your digest. On the other hand, absorb. Most of the absorption will be taken care by your small intestine and large intestine. So this is your third step of nutrition. Okay. And then you have spread. Spreading part will mainly be done by who? Your circulatory system. The fluid that you have in your body called as blood. Blood will reach out to every part of every corner of your body and make sure that every part of your body that has living cells in it will get the nutrition and oxygen. And last you have is the excrete. अब excrete का तो आप ये मत बोलो कि सर ये भी आपको समझाना पड़ेगा. Excrete every morning, evening that you go to bathroom, okay, to dump this, that's your excretion. Okay, because your body just doesn't know how to break down everything that you eat. सब कुछ तोड़ फोड़ करना उनको पता ही नहीं है कि कैसे सारा का सारा फूड डाइजेस्ट करे. So the part that you don't, your body doesn't know how to this, break down or digest, it goes out of your body in the form of excrete or through a process called excretion. Now, why I told you that autotrophs and heterotrophs have a little bit of difference in their nutrition, because in terms of autotrophs, they do not need to consume food. Food is being prepared in their body automatically. Glucose is being prepared through photosynthesis. They do not need to digest either. Glucose itself is the pure form of carbohydrate in their body. No need to break down, no need to digest. And they don't have to absorb either. It's already produced in their body. All they have to do is spread it across their entire body through the sap in their body, which is the blood for plants. Okay. And they also don't really do excretion in terms of nutrition, but they do produce carbon dioxide like us through respiration. Let's not take it to excretion, because nutrition wise, they only follow 2 steps. Instead of all this, autotrophs will directly just produce their food and directly spread it across their body. I hope this is clear for everybody. Great. Moving forward, based on this, criteria of digestion and consuming food, the consumers that we have in our daily life, our entire planet, they can be divided into 3 different groups. Now, before we go to the groups, remember this part. Every group name ends with this term called as vor. Where I'll take blue color. Yes, vor, vor, vor. What does vor actually mean? Vor means consume. Okay, this is a mix and match kind of situation. You'll remember the names forever. Pay attention to this. Okay, you're not gonna find this way of learning anywhere else. I give you a guarantee of it. Herb or herb basically means plants. So herbivore or herbivore means they consume plant only. Plant consumer. Their stomach is designed to only process plant. Even if they eat meat forcefully, it will not digest, they will puke it out. Their system will not be able to take it. Carni, on the other hand, means meat. So carnivore automatically means meat consumer, such as a lion, tiger, crocodile. They can never digest plant. Their stomach is designed to digest meat, other animals' body. And omni here means every. So omnivore means your stomach is robust. It is capable of digesting both plant and animal material, such as human. Best example would be human. We are vegetarian, non-vegetarian whenever we want to. That's only because omnivore. You must have seen this term omni used in many other English words as well. Omnipresent, present everywhere. Omnipotent, all powerful. So this word omni has a lot of application. Fun fact for you. So these are the 3 different types of consumers that you're going to come across, and they all together form the food chain. Now, a pro tip for all the people, in case you don't know how to recognize these, you can actually recognize them by their teeth as well. Okay, the teeth design of these different types of heterotrophs that we have are evident of their diet itself. For example, for a herbivore's teeth, you can see them, they are very different. Okay, they are more like sharp nails. So, you can bite off the grass and pull it out from the ground. So, very easy. It's very easy to bite off leaves with these kind of teeth. Carnivore, on the other hand, will have really, really, really strong canine. Okay, really dangerously long canine, such as cats, dogs. They all have these canines. Look at them. Even their front teeth, even their molars and premolars also are filled with canine. On the other hand, for omnivores such as monkeys, primates, and us, not only you will have a set of canine because we have a habit of eating animal meat as well, you will also have a set of teeth that are similar to herbivores. That's a evidence that you as a species have developed the habit of eating plant material as well as animal material. Okay, so that's a pro tip for you. So as I told you, it's very easy to recognize them through their teeth, and this is the relationship that they usually go with. Now, when it comes to the flow of nutrition in the ecosystem, this is how it flows from autotroph to herbivores, herbivores to carnivores. Now, omnivore is super powerful. So this guy can eat anybody in an ecosystem. Okay. Omnivore can eat carnivores, herbivores, autotrophs as well. One of the reason why omnivores are also called as apex predator. Okay, number one predator. Now, moving forward, let's talk about the flow of energy in an ecosystem. We learned about the food, nutrition, how nutrition is going through the entire flow in any ecosystem. Let's talk about the energy. When it comes to the flow of energy in an ecosystem, remember that it is always unidirectional. It is only going to go from starting point till the end, which is apex predator. It will start from the sun and go on till the number one predator or apex predator. Okay, so if you ever get a question in your exam that what is the source of energy on our planet, sole source of energy, remember that it is always sun. If there is no sun, there will be no sunlight. No sunlight, autotrophs will die first. They can't do photosynthesis, so they will die. Autotrophs die. Herbivores who are dependent on autotrophs for food, they also die. Sequentially, carnivores die, omnivores die. Now, they are eating each other up till the ladder, top of the ladder or top of the food chain, by the way, but energy flow is not the same. Remember this thing, okay? So imagine this. Imagine that sun, whatever energy sun could provide, autotrophs have trapped all of it and they have harvested 100% of the energy of the sun into making food such as glucose in their body. Okay. Later on, when herbivores are going to eat autotrophs and they will break down their body and try to extract that energy, the food that they have stored in their body, they will only be able to absorb 10% of it. That's the problem. 90% of the energy that is stored in your food, very difficult to break it down. That's one of the reasons why we excrete so much. Okay, our system is not efficient enough in that way. So herbivores, when the energy, total energy, if it is 100 and it goes into the herbivore level, herbivores will only be able to enjoy 10% of it. Same rule applies again when it goes to the carnivore level, again, only some percentage of it. Okay, so it will keep on going, and eventually it will get to your omnivore or apex predator level, and you get very little amount of energy out of it, by the way. So this actually makes sense if you think about it directly. The reason why omnivores had to, through evolution, develop a robust stomach and a digestive system that can handle both plant and animal material gave them the freedom to consume varieties of food. You can consume them, you can consume them, you can consume them. Because you already know that by the time the food reaches to your level, you're losing out a lot of energy that starts from the sun directly. What if I could skip the entire line and directly eat all three of them in good proportion? That means I save a lot of energy for myself. So this 0.1% energy that is reaching to us is not going to affect us so badly in that way. Okay. Now this might not be perfectly accurate, but in case you want to go for accurate, remember that it is usually only 10%. So the person who did this made a mistake. So let me just correct this thing. So 10% of this will go this, and this dot we can add here. Okay, so it will keep on reducing like that. Only 10%, 10% you can absorb. So understand this thing that the flow of energy in terms of our what? In terms of our heterotrophs and their relationship with food follows a specific rule of thumb, which is unidirectional. The energy will never come down again. It will keep on going up, whoever is consuming the food. Now, the one that we just discussed about heterotropism, those are the basic types of heterotropism that we discussed. There are actually some very, very unique type of heterotropism that you can find in the natural world, and let's talk about them. These heterotropisms that I'm going to talk about, they are a little different. They don't carry the normal rule of I eat you, you eat me, you eat all of us. That rule doesn't apply here. These people have found a very interesting way of eating food, seeking their basic nutrition. And their mode of nutrition comes under heterotropism. Why? Because they still cannot do photosynthesis. They are finding out different ways of eating, but photosynthesis to nahi kar sakte. So can't do. There is no other option for them as well. Okay. So when you're learning about this, there are a couple of questions that will be very important for you. For example, this one specifically in your exam. In your exam, you are absolutely asked a question that what is the sole source of energy on planet Earth? Explain with reason. So when that thing is asked, make sure that you first explain how sun is giving you the energy for the autotrophs to do photosynthesis and how all of it is linked together till omnivore. If you wish to, you can even talk about the flow of nutrition here, how the entire food chain is sustained. Now, there is one entity that I did not talk to you about, and that is decomposers. Where is this? Okay. We did not talk about the decomposers. Okay. Because we usually say it's a food chain, right? Circle of life. But this is going like only one direction. Then how is the chain maintained? That's because I did not teach you about the decomposers yet. So if I want to put decomposers here, I would have to put them in 1 second. I would have to put them as a link between these two. Okay, there you go. This is where decomposers will actually be, so that whatever energy is getting till the omnivores should be used again in the nature. Otherwise, this energy will be lost, no? कहाँ जाएगा इतना सारा एनर्जी? What if the lion dies? What if I die? मेरे मरने के बाद मेरा बॉडी में जो इतना सारा एनर्जी मैंने स्टोर किया है इतने दिन से खाना खा खा के, where will that energy go? Where will all this matter go? Somewhere it has to be preserved, right? You know, right? In physics, it's according to the law of mass conservation, energy conservation, mass and energy can be interchanged with each other, but you cannot create more mass or you cannot create more energy. You cannot even destroy any of them. They are only interconvertible. So for that reason only, decomposers here play a very, very important role. What is that important role? They break down autotrophs. Not only, sorry, they break down omnivores, carnivores, herbivores, and autotrophs, all of them. Decomposers are the sole, how do you say it? Sole sarthi of your food chain. If decomposers were not the link between all these organisms and the final act of autotrophism, it will not sustain. Decomposers will take all these bodies, take it as an omnivore, carnivore, herbivore, consumer, autotroph, whatever it is, animal or plant, and they will break it down. They will break down all this material into their constituent material, carbon dioxide, oxygen, nitrogen, different types of nitrogenous compounds, oxide compounds, and they will put it into the soil. Some of it will be released back into the environment, some of it will be put into the soil. Through decomposing as well, they maintain many other natural cycle. In case you don't know, let me write them down. One of the notable would be carbon cycle. Then you have oxygen cycle. You also have nitrogen cycle. So these NCO, carbon, oxygen, nitrogen. These are one of the most common ingredients for creating life. Hydrogen is also there, but hydrogen is available everywhere. It's the first element on your periodic table, so not a big deal. But these cycles are very important, and decomposers help maintain these cycles. When they break down the body of, let it be omnivore, carnivore, or herbivore, or autotrophs, for example, their bodies will release the elemental nitrogen, carbon, and oxygen back into the environment, which will again be taken by autotrophs, and this cycle will continue. Now, of course, autotrophs here also play a very important role because not only through photosynthesis, but to perform the act of photosynthesis, they still need to absorb a lot of stuff directly from the environment. So when it comes to that, autotrophs will continue the cycle again till the omnivores. So this is how your basic flow of nutrition and energy goes along with this thing. Next session, we will be discussing about these unique modes of heterotrophic nutrition. We ran out of time little bit, but next class, definitely we are going to do that. Now, as I told you already in the beginning about the questions, so try to go through some of these questions. Some of the questions we still haven't discussed. Next class, make sure you join this so you can get to know about the unique modes of nutrition, but still try to practice them. Now, as I told you, these YouTube classes are okay. I wouldn't give them too much credit. We take these classes for you to get to know us, and if you like it, go check out our app. There you can learn live. Okay, there you can learn live. You can talk to the teacher, get your problem sorted, and have a lot of fun because the class is filled with rewards, awards, and so much more. If you like this class, absolutely join for our crash course. The crash course starts every Monday. You will study with us for a whole week, and you will have math, science, as well as English in those classes. There will be parent teacher meeting as well, two of them. So your parents can talk to us and get a little bit of guidance done. You will also have a support teacher, basically a personal teacher who will take care of all your queries, your doubts, help you with projects, help you understanding whatever concept you're not able to understand. You will be taught by IIT and NITN teachers as well, so you know this is really good class. Not only that, classes are fine, but we will give you practice material as well, homeworks, test, and ebooks. All of these will be provided. Now, if you want to enroll, the best way to do that would be through a scholarship because the actual course fee is 499, which is like you're going to spend around 83 rupees per class. But lucky for you, I have a scholarship. You can take my teacher scholarship through this link. The link is in the description of this YouTube video. Click on it, it will directly take you to your scholarship page. After scholarship, based on which class you're in, such as first to fifth standard, or sixth to eighth standard, or 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th, you you can pay the course fee. It will become 49, 29, or 99 based on whichever class you're in. You would be practically spending 5 rupees or 10 rupees or 15 rupees like this in each class, which is great. You still get to learn a lot of stuff out of it. Okay. And you're going to take these classes for a whole week with all the support. So rush to the link, enroll quickly, because ये जो link है, this will expire after 3 hours. So 3 घंटे के अंदर आपको enroll करना पड़ेगा. If you don't enroll within that time period, link expire हो जाएगा. You can't get the scholarship. The scholarship is also limited for the first 50 students that click on the link. So try to be within that. It's a YouTube channel, no? बहुत लाखों के बच्चे आते हैं हमारे YouTube चैनल में. कोई भी एनरोल कर सकता है. So make sure you do it before them. Reserve your seat, which is the rule of India anyways, for a country that has so much population. Reservation is the only way of going forward. Okay. Now, very interesting thing, by the way, we are the only platform where you actually earn while you're learning with us. You can earn these coins called ODA coins and use them to buy gadgets from the ODA mall for free. And you will get these coins all the time in every class. Let it be free class or paid. Paid classes have 10, 15 times more amount of coin, but free classes also you'll get them. 8 of these coins are rupees 1 equivalent. So the more coins you get, you can actually cancel out your scholarship money, 29, 39 rupees that you're paying. You can cancel it out also automatically while you're signing up and taking classes with us. Okay, so go check out the application. There are so many classes taken by different teachers every day on YouTube, in the live class platform, as well as in the bridge course. Go check out the app. Absolutely enroll for bridge course or crash course, as I told you about, because that's going to give you the best experience that we can provide you, or in, best experience money can buy in India right now. Give us a subscribe if you liked what I taught you today. Make sure you come back again. So click on the bell icon so you get to know when I release the next topic, where we are going to talk about the unique different types of heterotrophs. Also, give us a like, share it with your friends. That's all for today. I'm hoping to see you soon again. Stay tuned.